Hello and good day. So let's talk about hydrostatic forces on vertical surfaces. So ano bang minimin nito? So when an object is submerged into liquid, forces due to hydrostatic pressure act on the surface of the body. So kapag ang isang object natin is sinasubmerge natin sa liquid, example tayo, kapag sumisisid tayo dun sa ilalim ng dagat, so merong hydrostatic force na tumutulak sa atin dun sa entire body natin kaya nafi-feel natin yung pressure dun sa ilalim. So these forces are distributed on the surface of the object. Dun yan sa surface ng object, i-distribute dun sa total area ng surface, and their magnitude and direction will change with the local depth and the surface normal respectively. So the kaya nga mas malalim yung depth nung pagka-submerge ng isang object, mas mataas yung hydrostatic pressure or yung hydrostatic forces na tumatama doon sa body. So therefore, mayroong relation yung hydrostatic forces or yung depth or the total height nung lalim nung pagka-submerge nung object natin. So in designing technical applications, importanteng malaman natin, una, yung magnitude ng resultant force on the surface. Kasi 'di ba, halimbawa, magde-design tayo ng gate. Magde-design tayo ng gate sa isang dam. So kailangan is malaman natin yung total force na tatama doon sa gate so that yung bubuuhin natin na total thickness ng gate with respect doon sa area, kaya niyang i-withstand yung force ng water na tatama doon sa gate natin. And pangalawa pa diyan, yung nasa hinges naman ng gate kasi dapat nabubukas yun. So therefore, kailangan is makuha rin natin yung total force para ma-design natin and ma-sustain nung ina-apply natin yung hydrostatic forces. Pangalawa is the direction of the resultant force. Siyempre, importante din yan sa pagde-design. Halimbawa, kung vertical man yung plate natin, say example, vertical yung surface, o ganyan. So, dapat malaman din natin yung direction ng hydrostatic force. Halimbawa, pag ganyan yung force na tumatama. So, para makuha din natin yung proper na pag-design natin kung paano natin kokontrahin yung hydrostatic force na yan. And at the same time, the line of action of the resultant force. Kung saan ba yung padirekta yung line of action ng resultant force natin na ito. No, paano natin isinosolve yung mga yan? So, yung mga technical applications nito, usually, yung mga underwater tunnels, mga buildings, yung gates gaya nito, and submarines, etc. So yung kahit nga yung mga tangke is ina-applyan din to ng ganito na mga hydrostatic forces, yung pag-design ng mga water tanks. So kino-consider din yung pag-design dito, yung magnitude ng resultant force dun sa surface ng body natin. Now, how are we going to solve kung merong paano natin malalaman yung total force F na tumatama doon sa surface ng body? Okay. So, imagine meron tayong body. This one. Ito yung body. Itong part na yan. Okay. Yung body na yan is submerged at a surface OO. So, ito yung surface natin. Surface OO. Nakasubmerge yung body na naandyan. Yung C natin dyan, yung C na point dyan, that is the location of the centroid. Centroid. So, di ba tinuruan naman na tayo what is a centroid or the center of gravity. Nandyan yung center of gravity natin. And yung P natin dyan, yung point P, itong point P na yan, that is, nandyan nakalocate ang center of pressure. So, yung center of pressure kasi nagbabari din yan. Depende dun sa magiging shape ng object natin. Kasi with respect dun sa moment of inertia noong object, dun natin ilolocate yung direct or yung position ng center of pressure natin. Okay. Now, in solving for this hydrostatic force on vertical plane surface na nakasubmerge, ang ginawa is kukuha tayo ng maliit na differential strip dito. So, kukuha tayo ng maliit na differential strip here. And with respect dun sa differential strip na yun, kukunin natin yung height h. So, ito yung differential strip dh natin. Yung thickness niya is dh. Tapos, yung total length niya is yung differential ng b or yung b natin. Yung total length dyan. Okay. Now, to determine the total force, ang total force kasi na yan, kung ito yung differential strip, yung hydrostatic force is the force na tatama dito sa strip. Halimbawa, ito yung strip natin na andyan. Itong force na tatama dito, pag ganyan, ayan, that is our differential force, dF. And solving for the hydrostatic pressure dyan sa strip, yung pressure dyan sa strip, that is equal to rho times g, acceleration due to gravity, times itong h na to. Dito yan sa strip. Rho times g times h, yung basic. Now, para malaman natin yung differential force na tumatama dito. Kasi 'di ba, pressure is equals to F over A. Yan yung ano natin. Since we have a differential pressure dito sa strip, para makuha natin yung differential force, itong rho GH, i-multiply natin ng differential area or yung area natin nitong maliit na differential. Kasi itong rho GH is our pressure. Ang dF over dA is equivalent sa pressure kasi F over A ba yun. So, itong dA, dalhin ko sa kabila, kaya nagkaroon ng minultiply dito na dA. Now, to solve for the pressure on the entire surface, force pala. To solve for the force on the entire surface, di ba, ang ginagawa natin is ini-integrate natin. So, integral ng dF is equal to the integral nitong nandito sa kabila na rho GH dA natin. Okay? So, integrating this, syempre, integral ng dF, magiging na lang tong F is equals to rho and G are constant. So, pwede natin siyang ilabas. Rho G, integral ng H dA. Okay? Then, pag in-integrate natin to, makukuha natin yung force F natin is equals to rho times G times yung H bar natin or the height from the, ito yung H bar, yung height from the surface, fluid surface, free surface natin up to the center of gravity or dun sa centroid. Yung nandun sa H bar times yung ating area. So, bali itong formula na to ang gagamitin to solve for the total hydrostatic force na ini-exert ng isang fluid sa submerged na plane surface natin. Rho G H bar times yung total area. So, yung total area, solvable naman yan. Kung rectangular naman yung surface natin, simply base times height lang naman yung nandun sa area ng surface. Now, paano naman natin malalaman yung location ng center of pressure or yung H star natin? Kanina is H bar kasi may bar yan. Yung H bar, basta tandaan natin, H bar is the location of centroid or the center of gravity, yung location niya. Meanwhile, yung H star, location of center of pressure or yung COP natin. Yung P, yung point P na yan, yung H star. Paano naman natin kukunin yung amount of the or yung height nitong H star? Okay. So, kunin ko ulit ito. Wait lang. Dito na lang. Now, from here, para mas madali ko siyang makuha, imo-moment ko na lang itong dalawang point, itong centroid at saka itong P from the surface. Okay? Itong differential strip natin na to, kukunin ko ulit yung moment niya. Differential moment, ito naman, location to ng center of pressure natin or yung H star. H star. So, kukunin ko yung moment, differential moment nitong strip. So, that is equal to the differential force, itong DF kasi siya yung tutulak doon sa differential strip natin. DF multiply by our H. Itong nandito sa H natin. Now, sabi natin kanina, DF is equals to rho GH times dA. So, substitute natin. Differential moment is equals to rho GH dA times may isa pa tayong H dito. Then, integrate natin ito both sides para makuha natin yung moment which is equal to rho G times H that will now become H squared times yung H squared dA natin. Rho G integral ng H squared dA. Now, kung tatandaan nyo, this H squared dA, kung mababalikan, yung H squared dA, di ba, this is the moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of the surface ng object natin. So, therefore, pwede natin siyang palitan that M is equals to rho G times yung I naught natin or the moment of inertia, yung I naught. Now, ano naman equivalent ng moment? Yung moment natin is kukunin natin from here, doon sa center of pressure. Kasi yung F is tatama din dito sa center of pressure. Papaikutin din natin yan dyan sa part na yan. So, therefore, yung F na tumama dito is i-multiply natin nitong H star natin. Kasi yan yung moment din niya, di ba? So, the total force multiply by the H star that is equal to rho G times our moment of inertia. Then, H star is now equal to rho G times moment of inertia divided by the force F. Now, ano naman yung force F kanina? Nakuha natin yung force F natin na rho GHA. So, substitute natin. H star is equals to rho G I naught all over rho G HA. But, before that, itong I naught, pwede natin tong palitan nung IG plus yung AH squared natin. Now, makakancel yung rho G natin So, ang matitira na lang is H star is equals to I naught over HA. Now, itong I naught, pwede natin tong palitan in terms of the moment of inertia dun sa centroid natin. Parallel axis theorem. Diba? So, pwede natin yung palitan nitong I naught. Yung I naught is equals to IG plus AH squared. So, ito yung parallel axis theorem natin in which yung IG natin dito, this IG, this is now the moment of inertia dun sa surface, dun sa centroid natin with respect dun sa centroid. So, ang mangyayari dun sa formula natin, magiging na tong H star is equals to IG plus A H squared all over HA or AH. Parehas lang naman yan. Palitan ko na ng AH para makita natin dito. So, ihiwalay ko yan. H star is now equal to IG over AH plus AH squared over AH. So, makakancel yung AH. May matitira pang isa. So, H star is equals to IG over AH plus H. So, ano nga ba yung IG? So, yung IG is usually for square surface or rectangular surface, di ba that is equal to I is equals to BH cube over 12 for rectangular. So, iba rin pag circular, iba rin pag triangular. So, kailangan is maalala nyo ulit yun yung mga formulas natin for the moment of inertia. So, let's try these two formulas na na-solve natin. Itong F is equals to rho GH bar A at saka yung dun sa H star to solve sample problems. Okay, example. Find F or the total hydrostatic force and H star. Take note that the fluid is water. So we have a surface, vertical surface na rectangular. Yung kanyang dimensions, may length siya na 3 meter at width na 2 meters. Yung vertical gate natin. So yung gate itself is medyo ano yung nasa drawing. Pero yung gate is pantay siya doon sa surface ng water. Okay? So therefore, if this is our G, yung nandyan, so therefore, yung total height from G hanggang dito sa taas, dun sa surface ng water natin is the H bar. And kung nandito yung COP natin, yung center of pressure, yung height naman nito from the surface OO is H star. Now, solving for F, force F, anong formula? Force F is equals to rho G H bar A. Now, ano yung location ng center of gravity kapag ka mayroong ganito na rectangular? So, 'di ba? That is simply half of the height itong H bar. Kung rectangular from the surface up to dito sa G, ayan, dyan sa G, ang height nito is yung H bar natin is half of the length nung itong habang to. So, syempre, kalahati niyan is 3 meter divide 2. So, H bar natin is equals to 1.5 meter. So, yun yung isa-substitute natin. F is equals to rho. Density ng water is 1,000 kilogram per meter cube times G na 9.81 meter per second squared times H bar na 1.5 meter times area. Ang area natin is 3 meter by 2 meter, that is 6 square meter. So, makakancel ito, tas ito, tas yung meter cube, makakancel. Matitira is kilogram meter per second squared, di ba that is in Newton. So, tama naman kasi ang unit ng force is in Newton. So, substitute or solving 1,000 times 9.81 times 1.5 times 6. That is 88,290 Newton. So, i-divide natin by 1,000 to make it kilonewton. The answer is 88 point, 88,290 newtons or 88.29 kilo Newton. Okay, how to solve for H star naman? H star is equals to, ano yung formula natin? IG over AH plus H. Okay, so di ba yan yung formula natin? Okay, substituting yung values. Kung naalala yung IG, since this is rectangular, H star, that is equal to VH cube over 12, kasi yan yung I ng rectangular, the moment of inertia ng rectangular surface natin, VH cube over 12 times A times H plus H. So, makakancel yung H dito. May matitirang dalawa pa. So, H star is BH squared over 12A plus H. Substituting yung base natin na 2 meter times 3 meter squared all over 12 times yung area natin na 6 square meter. Wait. Iba pala yun. Kasi yung H pala dito is H bar. So, hindi pala yun pwedeng i-cancel. Mali. Ulit. Kalimutan ko. Ang H pala dito is H bar. So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-cancel dito. So, therefore, substituting the values, H bar yan. Base natin is 2 meter times 3 meter cube. Kasi BH cube all over 12. Area na 6 meter squared times H bar na 1.5 meter plus 1.5 meter. So, unit analysis, meter squared times meter magiging meter cube. Ika-cancel niya yung meter cube dito. So, may matitirang isang meter plus another meter. So, therefore, ang unit ng H star natin is in meters. Gamit tayong calcu. So, 2 times 3 cube. Ayan. Divided by 12 times 6 times 1.5 plus 1.5. Okay. So, all in all, our H star is equivalent to 2 meters. So, ganun lang kasimple ang pag-solve ng F and H star. Okay. Sa mga example, what if nakasubmerge naman yung fluid natin or yung fluid nakasubmerge yung surface mismo doon sa ilalim ng tubig. So here is our another example. A vertical rectangular gate. Oh, 1.5 meter wide and 3 meter high is submerged in water with its top edge 2 meter below the water surface. Find the total hydrostatic force acting on one side of the gate and the location of the force from the bottom. Okay, para mas madaling ma-analyze itong ganitong uri ng problem, i-visualize natin siya. Drawing tayo ng surface ng water. Sa example, ito yung surface ng water. Ayan. Then drawing din tayo ng yung vertical gate natin. 3 meter. Ay, square na natin. Ayan. So this is 3 meter high, 3M. And yung width daw niya is 1.5 meter. So from the surface of the water, galing daw dito, hanggang dito, this is 2 meter. Submerged pa yung top by 2 meter. Okay? So find the total force acting on this gate. So yung center of gravity natin, syempre, nasa gitna. Tsaka di natin sure kung ilan yung nasaan yung location ng center of pressure. Okay, sabihin na natin na from here, okay? Ay, straighten natin. Yan, ito yung ating H bar. Yan. At saka from here up to here, yan, hanggang dun sa surface natin. Ito naman yung ating H star. Kasi dito naman located yung P or the center of pressure. Okay? Madali lang to. So, to solve for F, F is equals to rho G H bar times A. Since this is water, wala naman sinabi kong seawater. So, 1,000 ulit. Kilogram per meter cube times G na 9.81 meter per second squared times H bar. Ang tanong, ano yung H bar? Or yung location nito? Kung papansinin nyo, since this is rectangular gate, from this upper part ng gate hanggang dun sa G natin, di ba kalahati yan nung kanyang height, which is 1.5. Kaso, kailangan i-add pa natin itong nandito sa taas, which is equivalent to 2 meter. So, therefore, yung H bar natin is equal to 1.5 plus 2 meter. So, 1.5 meter plus 2 meter. Times yung area natin na 3 meter times 1.5 meter. Hindi kasya. Ulitin natin. So, F is equals to 1,000 kilogram per meter cube times 9.81 meter per second squared times 2 meter plus 1.5 meter plus 3 meter by 1.5. Tama. 1.5 yung nasa ilalim. Use calcu. 1,000 times 9.81 multiply by 2 plus 1.5 multiply by 3 multiply pa by 1.5. So, sagot natin is 154 F is equals to 154,507.5 Newton. Okay? Kasi yung unit analysis, yung meter dito, isang meter dito at isang meter dito, ika-cancel niya to. So, kilogram meter per second squared is Newton. So, divide na lang natin to by 1,000. Makuha natin yung F natin, which is 154.51 kilonewton. So, pwede na nating i-assume yan na ganyan. Okay. Ano naman yung isa? The location of the hydrostatic pressure from the bottom ang tinatanong. So, paano naman natin yun isosolve? So, H star is equals to I G over AH bar plus H bar. Okay? So, H bar natin is 3.5. This is 3.5 meter. So, H star equals IG. Ano nga yung ano nito? BH cube over 12 pa rin. Kasi rectangular. So, base natin is 1.5. Height is 3 meter cube all over 12 times area na 3 meter times 1.5 times H bar natin na 3.5 plus 3.5 meter. So, H star is equals to, calculator ulit, 1.5 times 3 cube all over 12 times 3 times 1.5 times 3.5 plus 3.5. Press equal. Makukuha natin yung sagot natin which is at 3.714. Okay? 3.714 meter. Pero hindi yan ang tinatanong. Since from the bottom, ang kailangan natin, so therefore, ang distance na pinapahanap is ito. Ito, yan yung distance. And to solve for that x, simply, since from here, up to the surface is 3 plus 2, which is 5 meter, yung 5 meter, bawasan natin nitong 3.714 meter. So, therefore, x is equals to 5 minus the answer 9 over 7 or 1.286. 1.286 meters. Ito yung pinapasolve and pinapahanap sa atin na sagot. Okay, so that's how you solve hydrostatic forces on submerged na nakasubmerge sa fluid. So let's try another. Try natin ang rectangular. Okay, I'll make a separate video na lang of this example number 3.